There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. And the Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Zips offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable. Guys that will lead, have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Myers on the move. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. They'll force him out of bounds after a... Pick up on the play. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Zips.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Sooners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Akron.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They go to the ground, finding an escape route. He's loose. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wideout. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets the back moving. Runs through the tackle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Sooners.
This is a running back who is versatile. His catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. His drive will open from the 15. Pressure coming. Quarterback moving. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Zips are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Right on the money. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
Number 13,
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Powell. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Got his man on the right. Wide open spaces. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. It's complete.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Buys a little time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Working that left side now. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Zips have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to buy time. The throw. This time it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Wants to throw it. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. They'll start this drive with a pass. Skips away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Motion from the wide receiver. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Short gain on the play before he slides. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And This interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. The Zips will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. It's a running room. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little release to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll get rid of it. He makes the catch. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Palmer. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Hauls it in. There he goes. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Got a man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Lost to throw again. And as he throws, another incompletion on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Turning on the Jets. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be caked from 21 yards out. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw on first down. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly on the move. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the comeback is on.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Makes the grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So now it's 2nd and long. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Zips send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success.
It's a seam wide open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Sooners are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Trying to ball his way in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to surge it in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen. Touchdown Sooners! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this This game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wolf. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going... Welcome to Infocision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Akron's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home.
Makes a catch. Converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Zips are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Scrambling away. On the run, deep down the right side. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. From the gun, they'll try to